What's up, guys? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. You guys saw the thumbnail. I know why you're here. You want to know about the new release from Humminbird, the Mega Live TargetLock. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, guys. Make sure you take a look at the description. I will put links to the information, to the videos, and the other items that I talk about in here. So make sure you take a look at the description. What we are going to go over real quick, and I will try to keep it brief for you guys. We will go over the features, what's included with the purchase of the product, the cost, the connections, and I also have some on the water footage, guys, that will show you how I intend to use this product to make my days on the water even more successful than what I'm already getting from using the Mega Live system. All right, guys, so let's get straight into it. Let me go ahead and pull up what we are talking about today. All right, so here we go. There you go, guys. And let me just take a look over here at this screen so I can see the same thing you guys are looking at. All right, so this is what we are looking at right now, guys. Just scroll it down just a little bit. Mega Live TargetLock. And this is designed specifically for the Ultrex system, the 45-inch to the 52-inch shaft. So me personally, I like fishing offshore. So I have the 52-inch shaft, which you will see in the footage that I will show you shortly, where I'm offshore and you can see those big waves that I'm fighting against. That 52-inch shaft really does make a difference. But from what I have seen, there are features in here that will definitely be beneficial to offshore fishermen. And for the shallow water fishermen, you can't count it out for that either, because there's a specific feature that I have seen in here that will definitely be a benefit to you guys also. All right, so just taking a look at this, we're just going to go through this real quick, and then I'll pull up some footage and show you guys that. So one of the main things that I wanted to tell you guys also is just take a look at, if you can see the mouse on the screen, the price point, $14.99.99. That price is for someone who already has the Mega Live system. I've had a few guys hit me up on Instagram, and they're telling me that the price that they're seeing is $29.99. But that is for the transducer and the TargetLock system. So that's buying everything if you do not already have that Mega Live transducer. So just keep that in mind, guys. That $14.99 price point, if you already have the Mega Live, that's what you will be looking at. And there may be one or two accessories that you'll need. So we'll take a look at that real quick. But just want to scroll through these different angles real quick so you guys can take a look at this. And this information can be found directly on Hummingbird's website. So if you want to go into more detail, just make sure you take a look at the website directly, and you can kind of take your time, go through it, and read up some information. Because right now I'm just going to show you some things that I have noticed that I think are pertinent to to our discussion. All right, so this pretty much shows the shaft and everything, and you can see the motor on here that controls the unit, and it looks like it is adjustable, because with it being adjustable for the 45-inch to 52-inch shaft, I'm pretty sure that this part right here will allow you to move this up and down depending on the water depth that you are in. All right, and another feature, sometimes it's just a small thing, guys, that being out on the water over time, you notice that will be that will help you out a lot. This right here, this arrow, which will let you know which direction that the beam on your Mega Live is facing, that right there is very critical. Just wanted to point that out real quick. The installation does not look like it is going to be something that is difficult. Let's see, let's take a look at that. And just wanted to get down here to show you this. So this is basically showing you what will come with that, with the adapter kit for the TargetLock system once you purchase that. All right, so it comes with your Ethernet cable, your power cable, and it comes with a foot switch right here that controls the direction of the system itself. And it has one or two other features on here, which will be down in the description. So make sure you just go back, take the time to look at that, guys, to get more familiar with it. But one of the things that I wanted to say is, for you guys that have been following my channel for a while, you saw how I walked you through how I connected my Mega Live system, and I set up a dedicated fuse panel specifically for my Mega Live system using 8-gauge wire. And that has allowed me to get crisp and clear pictures, and also allowed me to be able to add additional items, which I knew eventually sometimes it would come up. and now is the time that it's come up. So when you look on here, you're going to have this power connection also. So that right here can be ran directly to that fuse connection. And I'll put a link in the description for that also, guys, so you can see how I have my system set up. And hopefully that will help one or two of you guys whenever you're setting yours up. All right, so that is what I wanted to show you here. And let's just scroll down real quick. This is another section that I would suggest you guys take a look at. Just looking over some of the features on here, and you have the specs. So you can click over here on this specs section, and it will just show you some different information on that system itself. The other thing, the accessories, guys. All right, so like I was saying, if you do not have the Mega Live transducer, then yes, you will be paying a separate price for that, and that is $14.99.99, and that is for the Mega Live transducer. Okay, so the other thing that I was mentioning, if you have the Mega 360 already and you are going to be running the Mega 360 and your Mega Live system, you will need this adapter kit right here. Now that adapter kit is another $199.99. It's always a little something extra that we have to get, guys, if you're going to be looking into these upgrades. All right, and let me just go to one other section real quick. See if I already have that queued up. But okay, there we go. So another item that you can get for that, guys, is the remote. So if you're more comfortable with using a remote versus that foot pedal, then that is something that you want to check into. That will be another $109.99, guys. So just remember, with each one of these things, you just have to weigh the pros and cons to determine what is best for you. So for me, I think using the hand control, depending on the type of fishing that you do, that may be a little more awkward, and it may be easier to use your foot, the foot switch, whenever you need to guide it and just change different settings on there. All right, so let's go ahead and get straight into how I would use the system and the things that I see that will be very beneficial when you're out on the water. So to do that, let me just go ahead and pull up a quick, just change the screen real quick. And okay, here we go. So you guys can see that. So this right here is a video. I will put the link to this video up, but this is from Carl Jacobson. He is a pro fisherman and does a lot of videos and things like that and he uses Humminbird equipment. But this is just to show a quick little clip of that and some things that I saw that that I think will be good for you guys to take a look at. So this right here is the foot switch, and it has the options on here for you to control the target lock system itself. So you can mount that wherever you feel that it will be beneficial and easy for you to access on your boat. And there's another part that I wanted to show you guys. I have it muted real quick. Okay, so I will use this picture right here to explain for me how I see this will be beneficial for offshore fishermen. And like I said, don't count it out if you fish shallow water, because there is a feature on here that will be beneficial for you guys also. Okay, so the main thing that I see with using this system is that you can still control this system using the foot pedal with the trolling motor. And guys, that is something that is very key to being able to do that. So as you guys know, there are other things that you can use as far as connecting your Mega Live transducer to that will allow you to control it independently. But the thing that those do not do is they do not sync with the trolling motor itself. So with this feature, what you will be able to do is when you're using the actual foot pedal from the trolling motor, and hopefully you guys can see the mouse on the screen. So whenever you're controlling this trolling motor, when you turn this left, this arrow right here is going to turn left. So whichever direction you turn this trolling motor, you can still control the direction of the Mega Live transducer with target lock. That's a very important feature, guys. All right, so the next thing that you can do with this is you can spot lock. So you can spot lock with your trolling motor, and then you can still continue to steer your target lock system using that additional foot pedal. So now you don't have to use the foot pedal with the trolling motor anymore. You will be using the foot pedal with the target lock system. That is another great feature, guys. So like I said, these are things that I see that I would definitely be able to use whenever I'm offshore. All right, the next thing is that you can spot lock your trolling motor, And you can also lock your target lock system on whatever type of structure, fish, cover, whatever you have found. You can lock your target lock on that item, and whenever the boat is moving, or if the trolling motor itself is just moving back and forth while it is spot locked, say you're in rough water, that target lock is locked on that structure or cover that you're fishing. That is the number one thing, guys, that will definitely save the day for you and make your day out there on the water a lot easier. Okay, so the other thing that it would do for you is you can have your target lock, which is this right here, and you can have that aimed directly at that structure and lock that on. And now you can still move around. You will even be able to move around a 360-degree circle or move back and forth to get better angles, depending on where you want to be to make that cast. And that target lock system will keep your transducer, your Mega Live transducer will stay locked onto that target. That right there will save a lot of time and frustration on the water, guys, and allow you to focus more on catching the fish that you have found, which, hey, that's what we're out there for, guys, to catch those fish and make sure our days on the water are successful, whether you're fun fishing, tournament fishing, or just maybe your time is limited and you want to get out on the water, be as productive as possible, head back home or head back to work, take care of what you want. That is what we're looking for with a lot of these upgrades, guys. All right. So the other thing to keep in mind is there is an additional upgrade from 1.150 for the Mega Live system. They now have 1.170, which is going to provide some compatibility with the target lock system. And it also is going to add on some tracking for your jigs and your lures with the Mega Live system. Now, that is something that we've been looking for. I will do a separate video on that for you guys. Like I said, I did not want to make this one too long. So let's go ahead and hop right into the on the water footage that I was telling you guys about. All right, so let me just bring that up. Hold on one second, guys. All right, so here we go. And just turn the volume up on that. Okay, so let me just pause it real quick and just give you guys pretty much a breakdown of what I was explaining to you. So I am offshore. I may be sitting in anywhere from 20 to 40 feet of water. There's a lot of waves, a lot of boat traffic and things like that coming by. And you can look at this moment and you can see that my foot is on the pedal. So I'm controlling the trolling motor right now. But I am basically panning back and forth trying to find that cover, the structure, or the fish that I'm trying to target. Once I find that, then I make my cast. Then I hit spot lock. But of course, once I hit spot lock, you see how rough this water is. It is going to move the boat a little bit, and the trolling motor itself is going to keep panning left and right, trying to keeping it in place. And the other thing to keep in mind, guys, is that is a 52-inch shaft on that trolling motor. So I don't have to worry about, even when I'm going up and down on those waves, that trolling motor will still stay in the water and help keep the boat in place. But let me just go ahead and play this and you'll see what I'm referring to. You'll see the trolling motor moving around. But with this new target lock system, what I would then do is lock the Mega Live transducer onto the cover that I'm fishing. Now I will be spot locked, and I would be locked on with the target lock system onto the area that I want to fish, which will definitely make things a lot more comfortable and easier to fish in a situation like this. Let me just go ahead and play that, guys, so you'll see. Just go ahead and get this here. All right, so let me go ahead and pause it right there. The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is there is another feature that I can see will be beneficial to guys that fish shallow water, maybe running the bank, fishing a crankbait, fishing docks and things like that. But there is a 120-degree sweep where you can set the target lock system to just constantly sweep that 120-degree area. And that will allow you to locate structure, cover, fish, and things like that as you are fishing, but you do not have to control the target lock system. And also, guys, remember, with the iPilot link, you can set up the Ultrex trolling motor to run the contours. So you can set that up to where the trolling motor is running on its own, going along whatever water depth that you want, following the contours, and at the same time have that the Mega Live TargetLock system will automatically be panning for you. So now all you have to do is pretty much fish, and that's it. It takes away that extra work for you as far as being able to control the boat and just having to constantly look down at the screen and panning it left and right yourself. So keep that in mind. That is another feature. And the last thing I wanted to show you guys, let me just cue this up real quick. And this video footage that I'm showing you guys now, the link to the full video will be in the description area. So make sure, like I said, you guys take a look down in the description and make sure you click on those links. And there'll probably be a few links to some products that I have found are very useful and helpful with the Mega Live system. So always take advantage of that, guys. In the comment section, my subscribers, real good guys, real loyal followers to the channel. And what we do here is help each other out. So if you have questions, comments, anything like that, put that down in the comment section. We're always looking to have some fun, share information, and make sure we all have a successful day out on the water. All right, let me go ahead and pull up this last little clip that I wanted to show you guys. All right, here we go, guys. All right, so what I'm doing right here is and my foot is on that pedal, and I have just found what I wanted to cast to. I cast it over to it, and I can hit spot lock now. And that will allow me to focus on fishing my bait back. But if I want to track that bait, so at this point is where I hit spot lock. If I have target lock, I would also be locked in place and be able to track my boat back to track my bait back to the boat without having to move the trolling motor or the target lock system. But I mean, guys,
all right,
you have already
another spot bait fish. Let's see if I can get it to the boat. There were so many fish suspended out there, I knew I had to get one. Hopefully I can get him close enough to where I can grab him with the net. Let's see. Let's see. Feels like a good one, guys.
All right, just mute that real quick. All right, so as you can see, in my opinion, there are definitely going to be benefits to having the system. Two of the things that I would say I would want to look into to find out a little bit more about is how much weight does that add to the trolling motor as far as being able to lift it up and down for guys that may have issues with doing that, and also how fast does does it move left and right? Does it pan left and right whenever you are controlling it with that foot pedal? And also in rough water, how flexible is it? Because I know that 360 will bounce around a lot. How much does let me go ahead and just split that screen like this, but how much does the Mega Live TargetLock system bounce around, and can it damage that, the Mega Live transducer? I'm figuring that I mean, of course, Humminbird, they've put a lot of time and effort into this to take care of those things, but that would just be a few things that I would, kind of ask about or look into. But other than that, guys, let's pull that back up for you real quick. There you go, that nice spy bait fish. All right, so that's all we have on this one, guys. I hope this has been informative, because the thing that I'm trying to bring to you guys with each one of these videos is value. Sometimes a little bit of entertainment whenever I'm out there on the water. But guys, leave your comments, questions, concerns. Let's just have a discussion. Let's have fun with it. Are any of you guys thinking about getting the system, putting in pre-orders? Another one, guys, another one. All right, guys, I really appreciate you supporting the channel. I will see you guys on the next video.